What's up, guys? This is Jay from Generation Geek, and today we'll be looking at the most powerful moments in feats performed by the Blue Marvel Adam Brashear. As some of you who follow the channel know by now, the Blue Marvel is possibly my favorite character in all of fiction, all of comic books. I just love everything that Adam embodies. I love his power level, his intelligence level. I love everything about him. So we're going to get into some of his feats. As always, if you guys are new here, please like, share, and subscribe, and join the Gen Geek family. We would love to have you. Alright, first we'll start one of his lower feats, which once you see it, you'll be like, wow, that's a low feat. The Blue Marvel fights off and defends the Earth against an entire alien invasion. Now, to be fair about this feat, we don't know how advanced the alien civilization is that is invading the Earth or attacking, but let's keep it this simple. If they're able to, have interstellar travel and have these laser beams, stuff like that, they're advanced in anything that we have on our planet. They're a more advanced culture or civilization. So Blue Marvel single-handedly fights off an entire alien invasion by himself. You see him, he's flying through the ships, he's destroying them, all the battle class ships, and he's just completely wrecking them all alone with no help, no assistance, no Avengers, no army, no NASA, nothing. It's just all Blue Marvel. So that is our first feat of power for Adam Brashear. Secondly, we get into a little bit of energy manipulation. So there was an event in which a shell of Shumagorath, an avatar from himself, went and attacked Earth and was completely wrecking the entire world, or at least what seemed to be New York, I believe. And some of the heroes came to defend it, the Mighty Avengers, I believe it was, and Monica Rambeau, who was a powerhouse within herself, the second Captain Marvel after Marvel passed away. She's fighting him, and Shumagorath attacks her and disrupts basically her entire molecular structure. And Adam Brashear was able to use his antimatter projection abilities to not only repair Monica's structure, but he made her even stronger and juiced her up. He literally used his power to make an already planet busting powerhouse even more powerful. Like, that's crazy. This man is not only to give it, but he's also able to make people stronger. Like, that's wild. And now we get into some of the good stuff. Blue Marvel versus King Hyperion. So for some of you don't know, King Hyperion himself was supposed to be the Marvel's allegory, the Marvel's representation of Superman, what Superman would look like in the Marvel universe. So he has, all the same powers as Superman, similar origin, except for most Hyperions are Eternals. So, their body takes in cosmic energy and stores it, but Hyperion's able to do more with it versus, other Eternals who seem to only focus in one area. But this version of Hyperion is the most powerful Hyperion in all of the multiverse that we have seen thus far. This Hyperion has killed his world's versions of Blue Marvels, Thors, Hulks, Galactuses, Hercules, any powerhouse you can think of on multiple planets. Hyperion has conquered them all and defeated them all. And so he finally makes his way from our planet, from the Exile story. He has an entire Exiles run, which you guys could check out. He makes his way over from there, and he gets into it with Blue Marvel. And he's giving Blue Marvel the hands at first, but then, Blue Marvel, being the hero he is, gets some courage from seeing, the distressed civilians, and, he decides to turn it up and stop holding back. And he just starts giving King Hyperion hands and puts him down quick, fast, and hurry. It didn't even take long. I feel like this man just three-shotted him. Like, yeah, with a right, a left, and like some double fist, and Hyperion was down. So to be able to take a being of this power level down, who was able to destroy such powerful cosmic entities, granted, in his universe they could be weaker, and we know that the 616 version of characters are stronger, but the fact that he was able to kill any version of Galactus is just crazy. Any version of Galactus is powerful in any universe. Like, I haven't seen one yet that was a pushover, or any universe where there was a Thor or a Blue Marvel. So yeah, definitely have to put this feat on the list for sure. Next we have Blue Marvel one-shotting the Marvel Ultimate Universe's Incredible Hulk. Yes, he literally one-shot this man in every sense of the word. There was no build-up. There was no energy blast thrown. There were no buildings thrown. Literally, Hulk said, "I'm the strongest one there is." And Blue Marvel let out his famous line, "I dispute that," and uppercuts this man and sends him flying to even where Giant Man is like, bro, did he just really just do that to Hulk? Like, mind you, the Hulk is still the strongest in his universe. So, of course, it's not the 616 Hulk, so he's not as strong as our Bruce Banner, the one that we're used to, or the Immortal Hulk, but he's still a Hulk nonetheless. To be able to one-shot a Hulk effortlessly, like, that's crazy levels amount of strength. All right, and then next we have another one of my favorite feats with another one of my favorite superheroes, with it being the Sentry. Now, disclaimer, people say that Sentry did win this fight in the end, which he did, but you also have to keep in mind, at this time, Blue Marvel was fighting one of the most powerful teams of Avengers ever assembled. They had the Sentry, Robert Reynolds, they had Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers, Iron Man, Ares, and Wonder Man all on their roster. They just had a team full of powerhouses that could stop almost any threat. It was I believe the Initiative Avengers, or the Mighty Avengers after Initiative. That was the team that Iron Man assembled. So he had literally nothing but heavy hitters on his team. And Blue Marvel was fighting all of them by himself, by his lonesome, and was giving them all hands. He even one-shot Sentry and sends this man to space, like knocks him through a satellite. Sentry is just knocked out cold. Eventually, he regains consciousness and has to come down from orbit, and power bombs Blue Marvel knock him out. But the fact that he was able to hold his own against probably 6 of the most powerful Avengers that they've ever had, aside from Thor and maybe Hulk, and he did that by himself. And I believe this was Adam's first showing in comics, and that's how he started out, was literally fighting off the entire Avengers team, including the Sentry. So this definitely was going to be on the list. All right, and now we get into some more recent events, some very good showings that I'm happy to see from my boy Adam. First off, we're going to go with Adam Brashear being able to fight off a host of the Phoenix Force within the White Hot Room. So for those who don't know, the White Phoenix of the Crown, in the White Room, that is the most powerful form of the Phoenix. That is basically like our home base. That's where all our power comes from. That's where all Phoenix hosts go to die. That's where all the telepathic energy of every living being in the multiverse goes, and that is the main home source of the Phoenix power. And within its own domain, Adam, with his antimatter abilities, was able to fight off Taya, I believe her name is, Galactus's mother. It's her mother when he was still Gallon, before he went from being human to a cosmic entity. This is his mother. She was taken out of time. And Adam, while she was possessed by the Phoenix Force itself, he was able to fight off the Phoenix and actually hold his own. Being able to hold your own against any Phoenix is crazy, but being able to hold yourself against the Phoenix entity within its home realm is just completely nuts. And then we have our next feat from the Defenders run, which was just so cool to me because, again, I am a big fan of overpowered characters, as my father would tell you. Adam was able to destroy the positive matter shell of a Beyonder. So for some of you, those that don't know, the Beyonders have to take positive matter shells in order to inhabit our universe or to inhabit reality. They need it. That's the only way they can walk around and not just be like, bursting sources of energy with that we can see. They have to take mortal forms, sort of positive forms. And with Adam Brashear being an antimatter reactor, he is the complete opposite. He can, like we said, 1 gram of antimatter, we said in the Flash video, has enough power, if not more, than a nuclear atomic bomb. Like it's like the level of power that this man holds back on a whim, where he can just destroy everything, is crazy. So yeah, the Beyonders are fighting the Defenders team, and Blue Marvel's like, positive matter, antimatter. Let me turn myself into a bullet and fly into his head, and he just flies into one of the Beyonders' heads and just completely destroys him. And everybody's like, "Yo, like what?" And he makes this cool saying, because before that happened, he says to America Chavez, he gives her the Affinity Mask, and Affinity Mask gives you the same power of anybody that you're facing. So she was fighting the Beyonder that we all know, so she had the Beyonder's powers. And he's like, "No, I gave you the mask for a reason, because I don't need it." And he just takes off, flies, and destroys the Beyonder. And I was like, "Oh, that's just so cool." That was peak Blue Marvel power right there. Like, I can't see anything almost higher than that, being able to destroy a Beyonder. All right, guys, and that's our list. Let me know who you guys would like to see on here. I have some ideas. I'm going to dive into some anime characters, like Izuku Midoriya from My Hero Academia and things like that. Maybe even some One Punch Man, other DC and Marvel characters, any comics characters as well. If you guys have any recommendation of somebody you would like to see me do a rundown on Feats with, leave in the comments below or email us. Just let us know. And of course, if you're new here, join the Geek fam. We'll love to have you. And I have been Jay. Y'all be blessed and peace.